Before we go any further, we have now reached extreme territory. Do you see that? $6.07.
Oh, it's almost $7.
It's crazy. Luckily, this thing wasn't even empty, so it's actually not that expensive. And as a whole, it has a pretty small tank and definitely breaking records for most efficient car I've ever owned. What is going on, guys? You guys joined me on the road as we are traveling south in my Honda S2000. This is the first ever big road trip I'm doing in this car. Now, I have some very disappointing news. I do have to confess. This has frankly never happened in the history of any of my cars, but we have removed a modification, a very important modification that I actually enjoyed and kind of made the car for me, but it sadly altered the car in other ways where road tripping was very unideal. And yes, we have in fact removed the single titanium J's Racing 70RR exhaust. We are back to stock. And of course, I always want to be honest with you guys. And the truth about that exhaust is, it really is the best sounding setup for an S2000. I'm gonna miss it a lot, but it just drones too much. The drone kind of overrides the beautiful sound that you get out of it. And for, well, today we're doing 12 hours on the road. Yeah, there's just no way that was gonna happen. But we get to hear intake VTEC noises again, which is cool. And as I'm walking around the car, I actually just noticed that we've made a pretty catastrophic oopsie. Oh my gosh. I have not noticed this before. We've been on the road for a little bit now, and I guess we've kind of overcooked the fenders with the big beefy Nitto NT05s. This isn't the worst. I mean, these are metal, so it's not like it's gonna be a big crack, but this definitely depreciates the value of this car because it was so mint. So that sucks. Is it on the other side? Nope. Somehow this side survived. The rears, well, that's interesting. It's slightly taking off some rubber right here and there. Fingers crossed nothing else happens to the car. I mean, this thing has been bulletproof. It's a 40,000 mile Honda that's kept NA right now. I have faith in it, but we are bringing her down to SoCal first, and then we will eventually be making our way over to Sema. So stay tuned for everything. Oh my Lord. It is coming down hard right now. This car may not be super powerful or super crazy, but it does have Nitto NT05 tires, which aren't exactly all seasons. Frankly, they aren't all seasons at all. They're a very sporty tire compound, but they've been holding up really well, so shout out to them. Ignore my check engine, but off to the left, we have no ABS. We of course added bigger calipers. We did a whole brake fluid flush, but my ABS module or something must be out because this car still doesn't have ABS. So track performance tires, no ABS, and rain. Not a good combination for things, but we're powering through. This is crazy. Can you guys see that? You guys see the reflection? It is just pure water that is on the road. We're literally, I swear, we're not even making contact at this point. We're just gliding over it with our freaking track tires. Mother Nature is really testing out this S2000. We have extreme fog now up in the California mountains. I guess I'll frankly take this over extreme rain, but yeah, this is spooky. I have found my Honda brethren out here with Justin and the most fabulous Civic you guys will ever see. I mean, this thing's pretty legendary. This thing has been in Hoonigan. This thing has been at EDC. It's been in all these crazy places, but it's done us well. And frankly enough, we are basically swapping from my S2000 to this car to head on over from here in LA over to Vegas, just because this car has back seats, my S2000 doesn't, and we're gonna be having a third man, Zach, join us once we get into Vegas. So it's not worth taking two cars just for, you know, the driving hassle, the extra parking fees and whatnot. And I would want to take this, but sadly Zach wouldn't have anywhere to go in Vegas if we did it. So yeah, basically just logically we gotta take this beautiful you know, foggy headlight, just little sun faded masterpiece of a machine. Yeah. Oh, he's like standing way. That's all he brings. He's like the freaking lightest traveler known to man.
For a week?
There's our freaking third man to the wolf pack.
How did you fit a week's worth of luggage in that tiny little bag?
I packed light, man.
Oh, I should just not move.
Oh, you want me to hop back there too, right?
Vegas, you're on a racetrack now.
Yeah.
You are literally on where F1 cars will be in like a couple days. God, I wish I could be here for that. Well, another year, another Sema.
Why is it in the back, bro? This should be center show, man. That wrap is insane. I don't think any Supra Aero kit will ever top this. This is just perfection.
This is
Everything.
Justin's peak here at Sema.
This is.
And it's literally the furthest row all the way back deep in South Hall. So I wish he had a better spot.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah?
And I never say that about any car.
I love how it says not for everybody, but it's clearly for Justin.
It definitely is for me. 100%, man.
Fitting for what we just picked up, we have found the one singular Mercy in all of Sema. And it does not disappoint. It is in fact an SV out here at the, what is this? UPPF. It does have some questionable wheels on here. These are what aftermarket wheels look like on a Murcielago, and they bumped it up to 19s. Even 19s look almost a little too big. Yeah, I don't know why. When it comes to Mercies, for some reason, I like to be very period correct, and the stock wheels just kind of suit it. I feel like kind of slapping the aftermarket ones, I don't know, I feel like they almost take away from the car, especially the fact that this would have had SV wheels, because if there's any wheel in the world I'd put on my LP640, it would be stock SV wheels. Boys, we found Justin's future BMW that he can finally afford right now, because he at least can have a fourth of the car.
See if the motor is still in there. Hey,
like,
if I can get the motor, that's pretty cool.
You're like, hey, I'll at least take that. Did they save one of the world's ugliest cars? Zach thinks so.
I think they did a really good job. That's up to your opinion, but I personally like it quite a bit.
This is the Adro kit, right?
Yes.
Okay, Adro kit, brand new Vorsteiner wheels. I love these. Design of that is beautiful. Unique color combination too. It's got a flamboyant wing back here. I'm still like, I kind of need to be broken into it. I don't know, man.
It's
you guys
gorgeous, man. What do you mean?
I personally really like the box flare kind of vibe of it.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of just gives me
DTM.
older,
Yeah. Comments, you guys gotta do your thing. I saw this online before I came here. This is the only time I've ever been excited to see a Sema truck. But dude, just follow me back here. They mounted the freaking Centurion Tower to this thing. They got the whole ski boat interior in the bed.
That's great. I like that.
That's pretty sick.
Can I get a picture with you whenever you're done?
Yeah, 1 second. I will give points to creativity for this one, because this is just different. It's still dumb. Don't get me wrong, it's still dumb, but it's different. For any of you guys out there skeptical on the 350Z like how I was before I ended up getting the old one that I had, check this car out, because it might change your opinion. This is how you make a 350Z cool. Obviously, this is a grip car. Grid life, full time attack. Coming up to the back here, we got rear bumper cut. I absolutely love that look when it comes to a race car. You got full chassis mount, rear wing. I love the livery. The entire flow of this car, it makes a 350Z look fantastic, if I do say so myself.
They have like these shafts that you put in the side, and then you can jack up the car from like next to the car, so you don't have to like put the jack underneath.
Oh, so it just goes right in
So
there?
you just kinda, I don't know if there's a thread or what, but you just kind of jack it in with like a pole thing, and then you put the jack on that. And then
That's convenient. That's like one step up below air jacks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you have regular jack, that, then air jacks once beyond. I mean, I'll probably see this thing on air jacks at some point. Say it again.
Man-driven. You're gonna embarrass me in front of like 100,000 people.
Justin, what did you just ask?
I asked,
is it driven by a girl?
I definitely did not ask that. Wow.
I wonder.
Hey guys, I'm stupid.
I would argue it is. This is probably one of the coolest lady-driven cars to ever exist. This is freaking baller.
This is for sure driven by a dude. Like, look at that. There's
You
no
never
way.
know these days, bro.
It's definitely driven by a dude.
I found my solution with the M2. This is the IND build right here. Yeah, is this also factory front bumper? I know the fenders are different.
I think
but
the little intake bits are different.
yeah, you got the carbon. I don't know. To me, man, Justin disagrees. Justin loves the
Adro is
Adro.
10 million times better.
Dude, I don't know, I love the simplicity of how this car comes together. It's not even the freaking color or the wheels, it's just the aero alone. I just love this, and I love how it's all accentuated by that rear wing. I don't know, I think that rear wing...
The wing is great. I love the wing. Everything else, Adro kind of destroys it.
Nah, I don't know. I think this complements what BMW gave us with this generation M2 more. You guys could leave a comment down below, this IND build or the Adro build from prior. Hop out.
Shut up.
Dude, he's taking forever.
Yeah, imagine the car's on fire.
Yeah.
He's dead. Hey, the vehicle is locked.
I'm sorry, what?
Dude, I did it though.
Oh, and
That
the
is
wallet
actually-
fell out too.
That's the easiest way to get out.
All right, the car would have been long combusted by now.
Going through.
Abort mission, abort mission. Taking a break from convention content because I'm gonna go hop in the passenger seat of one of the RTR Formula Drift cars. So the sun has gone down, and I don't know if you guys can see, but everyone around has disappeared, and we are now here after hours thanks to this special pass. Honestly, they did me kind of dirty. I don't know if you guys could see that, but they completely stretched my face, but it's okay because we have all of Sema to ourselves. We literally have the keys to the convention after hours. Let's go check out some toys. My favorite 2023 Z of the show has to go to this boy right here, built by HKS. I absolutely love their almost 80s thematic color wave and design style that they have across the car. Honestly, the other cars matching just completely complement this, but you know I love my Advan R6s. These are on the Skyline, but overall I also just love the body kit on this car. You have carbon canards right up front, and just the finish overall. This definitely takes it as my top Z pick. I think it goes without saying that this is everyone's dream STI build right here. Full Varus kit. The wheels, brand new Volk Racing T37 SLs. Check this out. You have bride grid seats in the front, but you also have them in the rear. You can see the pattern ever so slightly in the center of the rear seats, and you almost look at the headrest right back there. That's a flex. I never thought I'd end up seeing this with my own eyes, but this is Weston Chamblin's famous diesel swapped Mustang right here. Safe to say, you can't even slap a hood on this thing if you tried, and my gosh, that I can't capture it on camera, but that thing is huge. Definitely feels a little wrong that I can just be walking around by myself completely unbothered around these very expensive toys that aren't exactly security patrolled at the moment, but this is cool. It's like staying after school late. James has once again wide-bodied another Aventador of his, but this one is on a whole different level than the previous pink car. We have his full carbon fiber coupe finished off with the pink Rojanas. I absolutely love the Pirelli-inspired striping that kind of just ties the whole pink and the whole car all together. But this thing in person has presence. Honestly, my favorite part, the roof scoop. That is definitely the coolest feature on seeing this car in the flesh. This Carrera GT over here is quite possibly one of the coolest examples I've ever seen used to display vinyl wrap. And that is because obviously this car is wrapped in a Nosatec, made to be fooling you into thinking that this is a factory painted signal yellow Carrera GT. Those of you out there who happen to know your Carrera GTs, you'll know that if you have one that is in this yellow color, it is worth probably like $500,000 to $1 million more than any of the other ones in your typical silver or gray. And so not only is it fooling in person, it is fooling even when you try and inspect it. Like, I literally cannot tell. One, the lighting and the reflections, those don't give it away whatsoever. And then when you start to look at the seams and just areas where the application could have been messed up, I mean, Impressive Wrap really went in and took apart this entire car to wrap this thing flawlessly. But overall, it's really cool because it's a completely fooling car. It shows the lengths we've really gone vinyl wrapping machines, because really, even in person, there are no differences, no noticeable differences between this and paint. It's pretty impressive. This thing's familiar. He left this thing at my house literally like a couple months ago. Hello! And it looks entirely transformed ever since. It's got an active aero wing, which I don't know if you guys even knew, but they almost seamlessly integrated a freaking LED strip. Look at that. You would never even know it's there. So I want to see that full brake light in function. And yeah, this thing fully modulates. Tried to go for the long tail inspiration added on to a 720. It's a cool design. I like the different approach to it. Kind of looks a little more like a Artura in the front now. One of the tough things on being here after hours is that half of the cars are in fact covered up. So there is a McLaren P1 GTR with a Lark livery underneath here, but I cannot show you guys because, you know, I got to take a 50-50 chance on what will actually be available to me at these hours. I almost missed this car because it is so subtly tucked away in this little spot, but this in fact is Adam LZ's old 992 GT3 that was later repaired by Matt Armstrong, that has now apparently been bought by Tavarish. Man, this thing has gone through some YouTubers, but it still looks mint despite the fact that this entire side was once gone at one point. I can't help but say it, the BMW iX is the ugliest car currently sold on the market right now. This thing is just so disproportionate and it is hideous in every single way. I'm sorry guys. The place is just so open. It feels like heaven, and I don't even know if I have to keep my voice down, but because it's so quiet in here with no voices, and the carpet definitely like muffles all the noise, I don't know, I just kind of feel like I have to use my library voice, but this is just such a spoiling treat.
Drive out here, dude. Looks good.
Push everybody back, the car's on fire. Let's run. Everyone keep going back, you're still too close. Everyone back up.
Oh my god.
Keep backing up, still too close, everybody. Everyone back up.
It literally looks fine. It just only looks like it's an awful situation because there's fire extinguisher all over it, but I wonder if it like burnt through the air ride and maybe it's like stuck all the way on the ground on the rear.
Team came through. LTMW is gonna bring me some airline. Hell yeah. What?
He needs an airline. Dude, this is so scary. We're just stuck in the middle of the intersection right now. Oh. Sorry. Oh man. Oh, everyone is trying to go.
No,
this
no,
way.
I'm the only one, dude.
Are you furthest back?
Yes. Move, motherfucker.
Sorry.
I hate my life. I hate my life so much right now. Go!
Hey yo, what the? What the heck? Man, not even a 458 could get by in peace. All right, so it's green, so you could go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We are headed to Sema's latest project, new of this year, Sema Fest. It is Friday and Saturday, just right after Sema, and they got drifting, they got Nitro Circus, and they have live performances from bands like AJR and Imagine Dragons. So we're about to basically walk on into this event and see what it's like for ourselves.
Well, look what they did.
Done really weird.
Oh, what'd they do to my boy?
No.
Oh man,
Zilla. Oh hell no.
Can we talk about this alignment too, really? Back
The
here?
alignment?
That's a problem.
Oh. Oh no. I think this is a little beyond an alignment issue right now. What happened to my boy? I bet it's a little bit quieter than my car.
A little bit, just a little.
We got chassis mount. We got chassis mount. We got chassis mount.
Bike mount.
We got bike mount.
The Vauxhall Corsa.
It's the Chevy Corsa. Thank you, man.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Right on, nice to meet you. This dude's got Mr. Chrome all over his car.
Hey, I respect the
on the faces too. Right? It's even inside the headlight housing.
Let's go!
Get it! How is that possible?
Thousands of years of mechanical engineering progress have led to this.
The decks a little bit, but this is what we need to invest in, a full on-the-go stage set. Right here with the freaking, what's that, F-150?
F100, I think.
F-100? Dude, she's counting on you, dude. You gotta give her the move. The sun is about setting, and we are headed out of here for Sema Fest. Honestly, a good event. I feel like the ratio to car enthusiasts to music lovers is way more on the car enthusiast side. So I feel like in future years they have to find a way, or just have the right artists that, you know, appeal to the automotive enthusiasts and get the perfect balance between the both, because clearly not enough people care for the music here in comparison to the car shredding back there. But I would like to thank them for providing this experience, and we're out. Bro.
Should I fix it? Should I even bother? Are you
Dude.
gonna publicly humiliate?
Dude, you got a whole continent on this side,
Every
dude.
time we go to Vegas, there's always an instance like this.
Where he can't park. It's not even that big of a car. Keep coming. Stop.
You told me keep coming.
Also, you're not even straight. Go for it.
How do you even check if you're straight? I can't see the f***ing lines
That's
in
why
the
you
mirror.
On this yearly's lesson of Justin's parking. Wait, it lights up over here.
Sounds like a train. No. It's gonna call a car. Dude, what does that sound like if you go by? Like if the elevator goes by and it's on?
He's holding on to the freaking tow hook like that. What can you even mount to something that's that high?
Yeah.
To where if you're gonna mount the freaking toe piece, it's this up in the air. That's weird.